Welcome to day 45 of the Savage Cash podcast. Here with me, Suppoman. In today's podcast, I'm going to be showing you how to do even more technical analysis so you can read charts better and see what's going to be happening with the value of your cryptocurrency a lot better. All right? But before I start, if you saw yesterday's video, I said to you that I was going to be creating a group or a community for the people that have invested in my course so that they can get an understanding of my trading behaviors, what I'm doing, what I think is a great, buy right now. And I posted my very first one today. Okay, so if you want to know how to get in that group, you simply have to join the Cryptocurrency Investment Course 2017 and literally go into the announcements page and you will see exactly how to access that community. And that is only a community for students, okay? No one else is allowed, so it's only for students. Anyway, if it is Father's Day for you, I don't know what country you're all from, but in the UK, certainly, it is Father's Day. Okay, and I last night did my shopping for my dad's Father's Day present. I'm obviously a father as well. I'm a father to two cats. I am a father to my son. And essentially, I had to do my own Father's Day shopping yesterday. I had to do my own shopping for my own dad. Okay, and I thought to myself, what can I get, with this money? And I thought to myself, I did buy some presents. And presents are very hit and miss, aren't they? Or hit or miss. So essentially you could buy a present that ends up being a huge hit. They think, oh yes, I've always wanted this, to a huge miss where they think, what the hell is this? And I have gotten a few presents before, not very often, but I've gotten a few presents where they say, what did you get me this for? Right? And I just think to myself, how dare you? But they are hit and miss. Some of the people, my family are, because they're half Spanish, half Mauritian, my family are very direct, okay? They don't go, oh yeah, I love this, when really they deep down hate it. And so they tell you how they feel in the moment. So what is the gift that just keeps giving, okay? What is more valuable than getting a bit of gold for somebody that you love? I have an idea. Cryptocurrency investing, okay? Investing in a coin and investing well in time for whatever celebration it is, whether it's Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthday, Christmas, christening, whatever, okay? If you invest the money that you are going to, because I don't know if you have fixed amounts that you give certain people. In my family, we do. We don't really go over a fixed amount, okay? So we don't think, oh yeah, if they like that, I'll buy it. No, we have a set amount that we give each other in present value. So knowing that, what you can do then is you can invest that fixed amount into a cryptocurrency using the technical analysis and using the tools that I've given you so far to invest in a cryptocurrency that is going to potentially increase in value. And then when it comes to the time of the celebration, or just before, you cash it out and you get them something of the value that has been created from that fixed amount. So if you put $20 in and you happen to make $60 out of it, then you can get something of $60 value, but it only costs you $20. Okay, then you give them a really good present. They say, oh my God, that's amazing. And so they spend more on you, or, or they see you more favorably than anybody else. So this is a really good way of getting amazing presents, is by investing in a cryptocurrency prior to the celebration, making a bit of money, and then reinvesting it into something more expensive or something more valuable. Or if they actually just want something that's just going to mature over time, like gold, for instance, where it just gets more and more expensive over time, then that's something you can give them. You can say, I got you this. And then they can check on Poloniex or Bittrex and see how the value of what they hold is doing. It could be doing really well. So cryptocurrency just appears to be the gift that just keeps on giving. So on this Father's Day, it's a time to reflect on what are the presents you get and how could you make them better, okay? And cryptocurrencies is one of those ways. Cryptocurrencies is a way you could turn $20 into $60, $20 into $100, $20 into $300, and you can get amazing presents for people that you love. And it's cost you no more, really. Some of you will probably think, oh my God, I made so much cash on that. I'm going to take half and give the other half to the family members. So let's say you put $20 in, you make $300 in an absolute ideal world. You make $300, you take $150, you spend $150 on them. All right, that's something you could do. But it's a really good way of thinking about how you give gifts, okay? Investing in cryptocurrencies. Anyway, let's go back to technical analysis, okay? So for this, we're going to go to Coinergy, and we are literally going to look today at candlesticks in a very minor way, all right? So people have said to me, Superman, how do you read candlesticks? Now, a lot of people that do cryptocurrency trading actually use only candlesticks to signal what's going to happen with the price in future. All right, so I'm just going to tell you a few of these different candlesticks. If you want to learn more, then the cryptocurrency investing course that I have created gives you more information. All right, so let me just tell you some of the different types of candlesticks that you get. Okay, so the first one I'm going to give you is this one here. Now, this candlestick is called an engulfing candlestick, okay? And it typically comes after a smaller candlestick. So by engulfing, that means it's considerably bigger and engulfs the size of the previous candlestick, all right? And the color of that candlestick will dictate what's going to actually happen. So, yeah, hopefully you're aware of this by now, but green candlesticks signify buying behaviors. Red candlesticks signify selling behaviors. Green can also be white and red can also be black, dependent on what, exchange you're looking at, what graph you're looking at. Okay, but green and red are the main colors of candlesticks. Okay, and of course a green, it signifies a bull movement and a red signifies a bear movement. So if you've got this engulfing red candlestick, that signifies a bear movement. That signifies the price is going to go down. Okay, so here's small, here's big, goes down. Here's small, here's big, engulfing candlestick, it goes up. And then this gets engulfed by the red. So a engulfing candlestick is a good indicator of a movement, whether it's bullish or bearish. Now let's give you a couple of others, okay? This candlestick is called a doji candlestick, okay? So essentially there's no real candle on there. It's almost like a cross, or it could be a T, or it could be like an inverted T. And a doji shows indecision. Indecision that there's no strength either way, really. It's not either buying or selling. They're basically equal. So you're left in the dark completely. Now, if it's got a green, it signifies that there's a little bit more buying than there is selling. However, straight after this, it just goes down. So it doesn't necessarily mean a lot. Here's another one. This is what's called a shooting star. All right, so if you've got a red candlestick and it's square and it's sitting underneath a line where it's the wick, the candle wick, then that is what's called a shooting star. And this is what's called a weak reversal signal. Okay, so if the price is going down and then all of a sudden you get a shooting star, that should indicate that the next movement is going to be another decrease in price. But actually what happens, as you can see here, is it goes up. So it's a pretty weak indication. When you see a candlestick like this, which is essentially a red hammer, this is called the hanging man. And the hanging man normally signifies the price is going to go down, and this is a strong indicator. So the shooting star is an upside down hammer, an upside down red hammer, and that is a weak signifier that the price is going to go down. But the hanging man is a strong signifier. And look what happens as a result of the hanging man. Now let's have a look at the green version. So the green version, this one, is called the inverted hammer. And this means a weak signal, just like the upside down red hammer, that the price is going to go up. Okay, so in this case, it has actually worked, but it's a weakish signal because the price then goes straight back down. And then last but not least, you have the hammer. Okay, so the price has gone up slightly, down slightly, and then you've got the hammer. And the hammer is the strongest sign that the price is going to go up. And look what happens as a result from this point. It's going down slightly and then it goes up. So a hammer is the strongest sign that the price is going to go up. So if you see one of these happening, that means that it's a strong signal the price is going to go up. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen all the time. I've seen instances where you've got hammers and hanging mans, and that doesn't necessarily mean the price does go down. But the price does sometimes do what the hanging man or the hammer says it's going to do. Okay, so if you see one of those appear, most of the time the price does either go up or down. Okay, dependent on whether you get the hammer or the hanging man. So with cryptocurrency trading, you don't have to be right all the time. You just have to be right most of the time. And if you're right most of the time, you'll make a profit most of the time. So that is a little lesson on candlestick reading. So I hope that you have enjoyed this entertaining Father's Day special of the Savage Cash podcast, and I will see you in the next episode.